Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Shannon Ogden with the very latest from Denver 7. 23 days after Kelsey Barrett went missing, investigators cut the lock on her fiance's property and began searching for any clues about where she might be. Exclusive video taken by ABC News shows Teller County Sheriff's deputies and the FBI entering Patrick Frazie's property. Denver 7's Jennifer Kovaleski traveled to Woodland Park today asking tough questions about Barrett's disappearance.
This is a multi-state task force with numerous resources working tirelessly to find Kelsey.
No one has seen this missing Woodland Park mother since Thanksgiving.
It's been 23 days.
23 agonizing days for family, friends, and investigators working tirelessly to find Kelsey Barrett.
Our investigators believe that Kelsey's disappearance is more suspicious and that she is not intentionally avoiding efforts to find her.
Exclusive video from ABC shows detectives cutting the lock on her fiance's front gate this morning, right before they executed a search warrant at Patrick Frazie's Teller County home.
There have been numerous questions about whether Patrick is a suspect or a person of interest. At this point, we are considering every possibility, and I'm not willing to jump to conclusions.
Video from Air Tracker 7 shows investigators entering the home and collecting evidence outside. Kelsey was last seen on Thanksgiving Day. This is surveillance video of her shopping with her one-year-old daughter at a Safeway in Woodland Park that day. Her phone would later ping in Idaho on November 25th. Police are now urging her fiance to talk with investigators, the last person they say saw Kelsey face-to-face.
We have yet to have him sit down with one of our investigators, and that's what we're asking for, is just for him to sit down with an investigator.
Through his attorney, Patrick says he continues to cooperate with law enforcement and claims he was never asked to voluntarily participate in the search.
He is communicating with us through his attorney, and that's about all I can say on that.
Did he deny your searching the residence to begin with? That's part of the investigation.
That's just part of the investigation at this time.
The search of Frazie's property will likely last through the weekend, if not longer. And you can depend on Denver 7 to bring you updates as we get them on air and through our free Denver 7 app. Denver has lost its bid to host the Winter Olympic Games in 2030. The U.S. Olympic Committee instead is getting behind Salt Lake City. In a statement, the USOC says that site, Salt Lake, gives it the best chance of bringing the Games back to the U.S. And it's going to be some time before we know if Salt Lake was chosen or if it's going to go to another city in another country. Well, while many of us were sleeping, tens of thousands of dollars was being carried off in Aurora. It wasn't cash or guns the thieves were after. It was cattle. Contact 7 investigator Jace Larson tonight.
I've been around cattle my whole life.
Just east of all the development in Aurora is Wooters Heart Ranch.
So how long have you had your ranch?
30 years.
One man trying to earn a living the old-fashioned way. But when he became the victim of an old-fashioned crime, he had a hard time believing it really happened.
Some people on Facebook have stated where they saw two riders on horseback, one adult and one child, and that's about all we got to go by.
Cattle rustlers had stolen 50 of his cows. Most were ready to give birth in the spring. Translation, they were about as valuable as they can get.
How much money are we talking here?
Probably in the neighborhood of $75,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Takes a hit on you.
Tracks show the rustlers ran them up a dirt road and then eventually west under E470. From there, though, the tracks disappeared. The State Agricultural Commission says 600 cattle are stolen each year in Colorado. Sales yards do require ownership paperwork for branded cattle in Colorado, and all of Ray's have this brand and a unique number, so the thieves are going to have a hard time selling them, unless they move to another state like Kansas, which doesn't have branding requirements. The goal of cattle rustlers is usually to make money. Cows often run $1,250, pregnant ones even more. Ray is hoping that he gets his valuable cows back, but nearly 48 hours later, he knows they could be anywhere.
Do you think they're taking them out of state?
I just don't have any idea. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Jace Larson reporting. So there is a chance this cattle rustler will be caught. In 2012, Colorado authorities caught a man who was caught keeping stolen cows on his land in Moffat County, and he went to jail for 90 days. So let's show you the newest inductee into our Porch Pirate Hall of Shame. You ready? This woman is from Arvada. and she's nothing if not efficient. Out of her car she goes, out of the passenger side. 20 seconds later, she's back inside with someone else's package and on her way. If you know who she is, please call police. And if you have a video you'd like for us to share, we'd love to share it. Send it to contact7@thedenverchannel.com. And also, if you would, put a note just where it happened. Well, the train to the plane needs to get back on track fast. RTD and contractor Denver Transit Partners have until tomorrow to come up with a fix to those crossing gate issues on the A line. The feds have called those problems unacceptable and demanded the service come up with a solution that can be implemented within 1 year. RTD says it'll have a plan ready by the deadline. Well, it'll be a while before we know what wonders lie inside Denver's version of Meow Wolf, but tonight we get an idea of what it will look like from the street. These are new renderings showing the design of this 4-story complex settled in the Sun Valley neighborhood. It will be filled with interactive art installations, all made right here in Colorado when it opens in 2018. Are you missing some holiday memories? Well, for years, recycling crews in Douglas County have refused to throw away items that were destined for the trash. Denver 7's Jason Grenauer has this story.
A lot.
In almost every house with a Christmas tree,
There's a lot of ornaments.
there's at least one, if not many.
They all have a lot of meaning to me in my heart.
Small, but full of sentimental value and a story.
I got it because of this cat that I used to have. Her name was Sherbert.
This tree
We might have 25 or 30.
is also full of stories.
These were more than just the round balls you buy at Walmart.
We just don't know whose stories they are.
The Christmas tree of lost ornaments.
Douglas County recycles Christmas trees for its residents, a few thousand per year. Occasionally, crews would find an ornament still attached.
We were finding ornaments that obviously have some sentimental value to somebody somewhere.
Those were collected and hung here on an unassuming 3-foot artificial tree sitting at the Douglas County Parks Office.
We think of the county citizens as family, and so we know that if someone in our family had lost one of these, we'd want to get them back to them, and so our guys look out for them and collect them and bring them back. We have this one, and this is a picture of Lucy, and it says Lucy's First Christmas. It does say 2005, so Lucy right now is about 13 years old.
The county hopes to find Lucy or her family or any rightful owner of these sentimental treasures.
This one is from 1984 to Brittany from Grandma and Grandpa Yelk.
To get them home just in time for Christmas.
If we can reunite one ornament with one family, we've succeeded.
What a story that would be for these stories. We just don't know yet.
I'm sure that the families think, well, they're gone forever, and they may not be.
In Highlands Ranch, I'm Jason Grenauer, Denver 7.
Well, we've posted a photo gallery of all those lost ornaments on our website, so if you recognize yours, give us a call at the number on your screen or send us an email at contact7@thedenverchannel.com. From the First Alert weather forecast, let's take a look. You're not going to believe this forecast. This is mid-December. Actually, we're heading toward late December. Look at that. High 50s, 60s, just couldn't be more perfect. No excuse to not do whatever it is you have planned for the weekend. Well, this has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thank you for joining us and for putting up with my voice. Check back later tonight for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Shannon Ogden.